So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZW Games 5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below.
Hey YouTube, this is Joe from Z4 Games, and as you can see right in front of you, we finally got the Red Rising Dragon. Everything Red Dragon Archfiend has been waiting for here in the TCG is finally released to us. And I've come up with the most crazy looking Red Dragon Archfiend deck that you'll probably see on this channel. But everything in here works really well together. There's a lot of consistency for your combo pieces. There's a lot of different plays that the deck can do, and overall it's just a very nice concoction that I've come up with. But on my own, it just works. It just works. It's like I took three of my favorite archetypes in the game. Three of some of my favorite archetypes in the game, should I say, and conjunction them all together into a very nice, neat package that I can't wait to share with you guys. So, before that's done, let's get into it. Red Dragon Archfiend featuring Red Rising Dragon, finally. So, starting off with the Resonator engine. Yep, engines in this deck. We have 3 red Resonators and 1 Synchron Resonator. So, the reason behind this is because your main way to go into Red Dragon Archfiend now is to go level 2 red with a level 4 Rising. Rising gets back red, gain 100 life points, and then go into your Archfiend of choice. So it's why we max our needs, because we need to see this as much as we can. But I'm still playing the 1 Synchron Resonator because it's a nice searchable target for the deck to help you go into your upgrade Archfiend, so like Abyss and Bane. So it's a very nice card for that and can help you recur your red Resonator for other plays as well. Next, I'm playing 3 copies of Rocket Synchron. Yes, this card is absolutely amazing for Red Dragon Archfiend because you normal summon this, you get your Archfiend back, and then you synchro into the next one. Simple as that. Really good card for that. Easily searchable through tuning in the deck. Rocket, and it being a level 1 as well. You've got your 1-for-1 target if you need to, and Allure Darkness targets as well. If you play that. So Rocket Synchron is just an amazing card for Red Dragon Archfiend, and sorry, if you're playing Red Dragon Archfiend themed deck, I highly advise testing this card out. Maybe not at 3. 3 is not for every player. I'm playing 3 copies just because I personally like 3 copies, but you can play whichever ratio that you want. So now moving on to the next engine is 3 copies of DD Savant Copernicus, 1 Lamia, and 1 Kepler. Yes, I'm playing a DD engine because this is actually a really nice engine for the deck. So, your main play is that your normal Sun Red Resonator, your play gate, search Copernicus, then your normal red Resonator and special Copernicus. Copernicus effect activates and sends Lamia to graveyard. You will then synchro summon into Red Rising Dragon, who will then get back Red Resonator, buff you up your life points, and you'll synchro summon into your Red Dragon Archfiend. Then you use Lamia's effect to send Gate to graveyard, special summon herself back, and synchro into Abyss. Simple 2 cards equals Hot Red Abyss. Very, very nice engine, very searchable via the gates, and you've got the Kepler as well to search your gate, since we do play 1-for-1 in the deck. We have a lot of level 1 targets in this deck for our plays to go off, for some of our plays to go off and different plays as well. So we still play the 1 Kepler to search. You don't want to be adding too many Keplers because you don't want to normal summon this. You normal summon this, you can't normal summon Red Resonator. You can't normal summon Red Resonator, you can't go into your Archfiend easily. So that's why I only play the 1 copy as an option. The only thing I could advise is that you could probably drop down 1 Copernicus for a 2nd Lamia if you want to, but this ratio has been going nicely for me. And then I play a Red Eyes engine as well. So I play 2 Black Metals, 1 Vanilla Red Eyes, 2 Dark Flares, 1 Darkness Metal, and 1 Mana Dragon. Yes, I've incorporated a fusion element into the deck via Black Comet Dragon, but it also helps with link summoning, which is very, very nice for the deck. But not only that, by having the Red Eyes in here as a means to discard, send to graveyard and do other plays, it means that Rocket Synchron has another target to help you go into your Red Dragon Archfiend, because you can send red eyes to graveyard via Insight, search something off Insight, whether it's like Red Eyes Fusion. You can then do Red Eyes Fusion, get yourself a big dragon, claim the board that way, and then on your next turn you can normal summon Rocket Synchron, get back Red Eyes, go into your Archfiend, and continue claiming the board. So that's why this is all in here. Also having Darkness Metal access via Black Metal as well. It's very nice because then you can revive all of your dragons that you need to. The Mana Dragon is in here purely on the basis of the fusion target, and so this is why it seems weird, and yes, it is weird, but it works very, very well. I'm really happy with the way it's working. You guys know me by now if you've been a fan on this channel for a long time. I like weird conjunction decks, and this is probably one of the weirdest I've ever made, but just somehow works, and it just works really well. And to run out the monster, I do play one copy of Gateway Dragon, because you can go Gateway, special summon the Black Metal, link into Twin Triangle, and then Black Metal gets you a search for a Red Eyes card, so it could be one of your traps for stun potentials, or your Darkness Metal, and you can just go off from there. You can see how the plays go into your favor. So moving on to spells now, we have 3 copies of Resonator Call. Basically every engine searcher, we play 3 copies of it. So Resonator Call for your resonators, 3 Dark Contract with the Gates for your DDDs, and we play 1 copy of Tuning to search our Rocket Synchrons. That way we got 4 Rocket Synchrons essentially in the deck, and the mill is actually quite nice for this deck as well. 1 for 1 to dump cards from our hand to graveyard that we need, as well as special summon the level 1s. 3 copies of Red Eyes Insight. You don't have to fusion summon, obviously playing 1 copy of Red Eyes Fusion, but you don't have to go into, the options in here is just very, again, it's very, very nice because the deck just has so many options for you to do. You can just go Red Eyes Insight, send the Red Eyes to graveyard, search fusion, and not play it. You can then just normal summon Synchron, get your Red Eyes back, go into Red Dragon Archfiend, and just go off from there. So the plays is very, very nice. It's a very, very optional deck, just giving you many, many options to do. So we play 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Return of Dragons, 1 Return of Dragon Lords, very, very nice, and 1 copy of Scapegoat. Helps you go into your link summons, but also gives you access to a fusion monster in the extra deck, which I'll get to in a bit. And I'm playing some traps of the triple summons of 1 Warning, 2 Strikes, 1 Red Eyes Spirits, and 1 Red Eyes Fang with Chain. Spirit is just a nice card to search for your revival plays for your next turns, and Fang with Chain is just a nice stun card for your plays as well. So that's it for the main deck. Going on to the extra deck now. As I preached before, 2 copies of Red Rising Dragon. Everything that the Red Dragon Archfiend deck needed is back and is all here. It's very, very, very nice. So what this card does is that on Synchro Summon, you can target Resonator in your graveyard, special summon it, and gain life points. And that's it. Yeah, so you target Resonator in graveyard and special summon it when it's card is Synchro Summon. You can also special summon once from the extra turn you activate this effect except Dark Dragon Synchros. And during your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to graveyard, you can banish the card from graveyard and target 2 level 1 Resonators in your graveyard and special summon them both. So we can't use the second effect because we're only playing 1 level 1 Resonator. But in theory, you could probably bump him up to 2, and then you have the ability to use the secondary effect. But we mostly just use him because he's a level 6 that just goes into your Red Dragons. We're playing 3 level 8 Dark Dragons, so we're playing 1 Borlode Savage Dragon. My English copies are in other decks at the moment, so I'm just using my Japanese Ghost. But 1 Savage Dragon, very, very powerful card. You can use him to go into your Abyss and Bane as well, which is very, very nice for the deck, being a Dark Dragon Synchro. 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, obviously the MVP of the extra deck, and 1 Hot Red Dragon Archfiend to round up the Archfiends, level 8s. You're playing 1 Abyss and 1 Bane to round up the synchro lineup. These are the only ones I ever see myself going into. If you want to, you could put like either Calamity or Red Nova, or you just even bump up the Abyss to 2. But this is what I go into the most. I've never seen to go into anything else. Playing 2 fusions in 1 Meteor Black Comet Dragon, or as you'll always pretty much just call him, Red Eyes Black Dragon, and 1 Beast Eyes Pendulum Dragon. It's just a nice option with the scapegoat tokens and your dragons in the deck to go into. And playing 1 Xyz in the forms of 1 Red Eyes Flare. You don't really go into this much. I kept it in here as just an option. So in theory you could take this card out, maybe put in the 2nd Abyss. And the rest of the extra deck is all links. So we're playing 1 Decode Torko just because it's a nice generic link free to go into. 1 Mrs. Radiant for your scapegoats, but also you can go double scapegoat into Mrs. Normal summon a dragon, and you can use Mrs. and the dragon to go into Beast Eyes, and you can burn for high damage. 1 Land Funkus because you know it's a nice generic link too. 1 Twin Triangle Dragon for your Red Eyes plays, and 1 Link Karibo because we play a lot of level 1s in the deck. So that, guys, is the deck. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yes, this is very weird. If I were to simplify the deck, though, I'd take out the Red Eyes engine, bump up, and then just simply bump up the DD engine and the Resonator engine. Literally, that's probably all I would do. I still think that the best synergies in this deck are the Copernicus and the Resonator. With the Resonator, the synergy with those is just really good for the deck. So that's probably what I would just do. Reduce, take out the Red Eyes and bump up the Resonators and the DDs. So if you want to see that build, I can create that build. I'll probably just do it on YUGIOH Pro, so you can just see the option build as an option for you. So you can then see my ratios of what I would bump up and what I would reduce. But if you want to see that, leave it comments down below. So as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, as always, happy dueling.
What's up, YouTube? Dan here from All Games. Thanks for watching that video. If you liked it, please hit that big thumbs up button in the bottom corner as well. And don't forget to hit the big red subscribe button so you don't miss out on anything. Make sure you click that notification bell as well so you know every time one of our new videos goes up. Throughout the whole year of 2019, we're going to have more deck profiles, duels, and of course pack openings for you guys to watch and enjoy the entire year round. So stay tuned for more, and as always, guys, happy dueling.